welcome to the deep dive. Today we are tackling something pretty universal and honestly quite painful. It's fear. Not, the tiger in the room
Yeah.
fear, but that feeling, that cold, tight feeling that just stops you. Stops you from doing things you want or need to do.
Yeah.
You hear people say, oh, fear isn't real, but, well, our sources really hammer home that. Physically, it's very real, and it's, frankly, robbing you of experiences.
It absolutely is. I mean, think about it. If you're afraid to fly, your world literally shrinks, right?
Yeah.
No dream trips, maybe harder to see family.
Totally. Or fear of talking to your boss,
Yeah.
asking for that raise.
Big one. Yeah. Or even just sharing an idea in a meeting. For entrepreneurs, it could be the fear of putting their stuff out there, selling their product. It hits your wallet, your freedom.
Okay, so let's get into this. Because the mission today isn't just, grit your teeth and push through. We've dug into some really interesting sources that point to this, well, almost like a secret weapon.
Right. A technique people have used successfully for pretty much any kind of limiting fear you can think of.
And it's not about ignoring the fear, which is key.
No, not at all. It actually leans into how your body works. There are these two kind of counterintuitive facts about our physiology we can use to our advantage. We're going to show you how to basically rewire that panic response in the moment.
Let's start with that first big one. This kind of blew my mind, actually. Fear. The physical feeling of fear in your body.
Yeah.
It's identical to excitement.
Exactly the same. Like, physiologically, you can't tell them apart. Think about standing at the top of a roller coaster drop. You feel excited,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Heart pounding.
Okay, now think about waiting to give a really tough presentation. You feel terrified.
Oh, yeah. Same heart pounding, maybe sweaty palms.
Exactly. Your heart races. Maybe you feel a bit hot, maybe sweaty. Your chest feels tight, that pit in your stomach. It's the same physical cascade.
So what's actually happening inside to cause that?
It's a big surge of cortisol and adrenaline.
Yeah.
Your body is essentially shifting into this hyper-aware state. It's getting ready for action.
Action? Okay. Not necessarily danger.
Not yet, no. The body's initial prep is the same, whether the action is running away or, nailing that presentation. It's just get ready.
But then,
Yeah.
why don't we, run screaming from a surprise party if the feeling is the same? Where does it split?
That's the crucial point. The only difference is the label. It's what your brain says about that physical energy.
The story it tells.
Precisely. If you're excited, your brain looks at the situation and goes, okay, this is cool, maybe a bit risky, but the outcome looks good. Roller coaster fun.
Right.
If you're afraid, the brain says, nope, context is dangerous, threat, get out. Public speaking terror. The physical energy is identical. The mental interpretation is everything.
Okay, so that's huge. Because if the physical part is the same, we can potentially change the interpretation, use our minds to nudge it towards excitement instead of fear.
Exactly. You can hijack that energy, redirect it.
Okay, that makes sense. But before we get to the how, let's talk about why the usual advice often falls flat. Feel the fear and do it anyway, or just calm down. If you've tried that and failed, you're not alone.
Right, and there's a solid scientific reason why. This leads to the second physiological truth, the arousal trap. Fear, as we just said, is a high arousal state. You're amped up, hyper-aware, maybe like an 8 or 9 on a 10-point scale of intensity.
Makes sense.
Calmness, though, that's a low arousal state, maybe a 2 or 3. Chill.
Total opposite ends of the spectrum.
Exactly. And trying to jump instantly from that super agitated state, that 9, down to a calm 2, it's almost physiologically impossible in the moment. The energy is just too high. It's like trying to stop a speeding train by throwing a pillow at it.
Yeah, that resonates. If I'm shaking before I have to speak, telling myself, be calm, be zen, feels completely useless. Like my body isn't even listening.
It isn't. And research backs this up. Trying to suppress that physical feeling or just overlaying it with generic positive thoughts can actually make the physical symptoms worse.
How so?
Because now you're adding anxiety about your inability to calm down on top of the original fear. You're fighting your body, and your body pushes back. Suppression doesn't work well. We need redirection, not suppression.
Okay, so no calming down, no just ignoring it. What do we do then? When the turbulence hits, or you're about to walk into that meeting and your heart is trying to escape your chest.
Right. This is where the practical strategy comes in. It's a 2-part combo we found in the sources. The 5-second rule working together with something called an anchor thought.
Okay.
This combo is designed to do 2 things fast. Interrupt the fear loop, and then reframe that physical agitation from fear to excitement.
Anchor thought. Let's define that first. Sounds important. The sources say it's not just any happy thought, right? It has to be specific.
Very specific and, crucially, contextually relevant. It's a pre-planned mental image or idea that connects to the positive outcome of the scary thing you're about to do. It keeps your thinking on track, stops that panic spiral.
Okay, give me an example. Flying.
Okay, fear of flying. Let's say you're flying home to see family in Michigan. Your anchor thought shouldn't just be a beach. It should be something vivid about successfully arriving. Maybe picturing yourself walking along Lake Michigan with your family, feeling the sand, feeling happy you made it.
Ah, so focusing on the reward, the why you're doing the scary thing.
Exactly. Or the difficult conversation, like asking for a raise. The anchor thought isn't about the tense meeting itself, it's about the moment after. Picture yourself calling your partner or best friend, feeling proud, saying, I did it, and it went really well. That feeling of accomplishment, that's the anchor.
I see. It shifts the focus from the scary process to the desired result, turns the threat into a necessary step.
You got it. So you've prepped your anchor thought. Now the implementation. What you do, step by step, the second you feel that physical fear kick in, heart racing, palm sweating, what do?
Okay, I'm feeling it. The plane hits turbulence. Panic starts. Step one.
Step one. The interruption. Immediately you count backward from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out loud or in your head.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why backward?
Because counting backward requires focus. It's not automatic like counting forward. It forces you to engage your prefrontal cortex, the thinking, rational part of your brain.
Ah, so it breaks the emotional hijack.
Exactly. It's a cognitive circuit breaker. It interrupts the panic signal coming from the amygdala, the fear center. You're basically saying to your brain, hang on, I'm driving now. You stop the runaway train.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Panic paused. What's next?
Step 2, the insertion. Instantly, you flood your mind with that pre-planned anchor thought, that vivid image of walking on the beach in Michigan or making that successful phone call after the meeting. Really focus on it.
Got it. Anchor thought in.
And then, step 3, the reframe. This is critical. You say to yourself either internally or out loud, I am excited. And you connect it to the anchor vision. I'm so excited to get to Michigan, or I'm excited to nail this conversation.
Okay, wait. How does just saying I'm excited work? Isn't my body still freaking out?
Yes, and that's the genius of it. Your body is freaking out. It's highly agitated. But remember, that physical state is identical to excitement. Right.
So, you've interrupted the fear story, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've inserted a positive, relevant goal, anchor thought. And now you give that physical energy the label of excitement. Your brain goes, okay, body feels amped up, the story's positive. This must be excitement. And it accepts the reframe.
Wow. So you're not fighting the energy, you're just giving it a different job description.
Precisely. You're leveraging it. And the stories we found show this works for huge fears. The speaker in our source material talked about using it backstage before talking to, like, 7,000 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, heart pounding, sweating, classic stage fright. But the immediate sequence, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, anchor thought, maybe visualizing, connecting with the audience, and then the reframe. I'm excited to share this. The energy-fueled passion, not paralysis.
That's powerful. Does it work for really ingrained fears, like phobias?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a great example of Dana helping her friend Sarah, who had a truly debilitating fear of flying, couldn't travel anywhere far.
They were going to Hawaii, and Dana wanted to do a helicopter tour. For Sarah, that was pure terror. But they prepped her anchor thought meticulously. Not just landing safely, but a specific image taking a beautiful family photo in the hotel garden after the helicopter ride.
Very specific outcome.
Yes. So when the helicopter inevitably tilted or hit some turbulence and that panic surged.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Exactly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Immediately insert the image of that family photo, then the reframe. I'm excited to take that picture. She had to do it multiple times, but she successfully redirected every panic wave. She actually managed to look out and enjoy the view by the end.
That's incredible. Moving from being totally limited to actually experiencing it.
It's mastery. And another one, Carol, a nurse. She desperately wanted to present important findings to her colleagues, but public speaking made her feel dizzy, breathless.
Common fear.
Very. Her motivation was high-sharing, life-saving info, but the adrenaline was crippling. Her anchor thought focused on the feeling of pride after the presentation, knowing she'd help her peers.
The future feeling.
Right. So as she walked to the podium, feeling that surge, she did the countdown, inserted that feeling of future pride, and labeled the physical jitters not as fear, but as passion for the topic. Nailed the speech. Achieved a massive goal.
What really strikes me is, like you said, none of them tried to stop the physical feeling. They worked with the energy.
That's the core lesson here, really. You can't always control those initial physical surges, the cortisol, the adrenaline when turbulence hits, or your boss calls you in, or even when you see someone you're attracted to. That stuff just happens.
Yeah, it's automatic.
But you always have control over what you think about that feeling. You control the label. And you control the decision you make next, the action you take.
So the secret weapon isn't about eliminating the arousal. It's about harnessing it. That physical surge is just raw energy waiting for direction.
Exactly. Use the 5-4-3-2-1 to grab the wheel next time you feel that fear-based arousal kick in. Don't let the panic drive. Make your rational brain take over.
Okay, so knowing this, that fear and excitement are physically the same. Here's something to chew on. What if you started treating every instance of that anxious, high-energy feeling not as fear, but as excitement?
Ooh, interesting.
Like what would change for you maybe over the next month or year if you consistently relabeled that feeling? How might that shift your willingness to take risks or step outside your comfort zone?
That's a powerful reframe for life, not just single moments. If you commit to seeing that energy as opportunity, as fuel, imagine the limitations that could just dissolve. Go capture that energy. And hey, when you use this and turn a scary moment into a success,
Celebrate it.
definitely. And maybe share it. Use the hashtag 5 seconds rule. Let others see it's possible.